With the group tomorrow, the guided group, what's the curricular target that you're going to be addressing with them?
They're currently working at level 4, and it's with the aim of moving them on to level 5 responses in terms of structural choices. So the poem we're looking at tomorrow, the focus is on structure. So trying to get them to move beyond identifying the structural choices that the writer has made to actually commenting on the effect created and thinking about the writer's craft, why he's made those decisions.
What do you think is going to be the challenge about helping them with that? Because it's never... They don't naturally want to talk about structure.
I think it's quite hard for them to grasp, but I've broken it down into 5 bullet points, the structural choices that we're looking out for.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that will help them if we focus on one where I model actually identifying that structural choice and then explain the effect and how the writer's crafting the poem. And then we'll do some shared reading together of the poem where we focus on a different structural choice. And then move them on to then being able to do that independently. That's the aim. I'll be modelling my thinking process in terms of how I would sequence the poem. So we're just going to look at the opening of the poem, and I'm going to be trying to arrange it and talking through, verbalising my thinking so that they can see how I'm reaching particular decisions in terms of structure. After that point, we're going to be focusing on the language that's used in the poem. So hopefully the work that we've done with the Pike yesterday, where we looked at language choices, that will hopefully support that. We're going to pick out language that makes the cat sound unpleasant and language that makes us feel sorry for the boy. After that, it's a similar process to the main task that we'll be doing as a whole class. So I'll be giving the guided group a little bit of a head start really with what we'll be doing later on in the lesson. Then we'll do a shared reading and then they'll write independently.
So what do you think they'll gain from having been with you rather than being in the rest of the group?
I think that very focused, personalised learning that I will be able to intervene at the point of learning and challenge them if needs be, but provide that support that I can recognise that they need as we go along. And then after that there'll be a group discussion where we look at all of our writing and share our ideas about it and our shared reading. And then they'll do the same task where they have to write on a mini whiteboard about who they feel sympathy for.
What do you think might be tricky in the way that the guided session runs tomorrow?
I think my biggest concern is the point at which I withdraw my teacher input and leave the students to work independently of me without me prompting them or suggesting things to them that they could possibly be thinking about.
How are you going to manage that, do you think?
I need to just make sure that I'm allowing thinking time in the group, that students have that time to think about their response or think about the answers and not jumping in and trying to help them when in actual fact they need to have the confidence in their own ideas and think about things themselves without me necessarily